Yo, what's up, boys? This is the Extra Chromosome. I think it's episode fucking 13, dudes. That's fucking sick, huh? Episode 13's fucking fire, dude. We down here in Utah way, we had fucking snow like a motherfucker earlier today, bro. Just pouring down. I have like a 30-minute drive to fucking work up the canyon in Park City, bro. Shit was sketchy as fuck, dude. But you know what? We fucking made it. You know me. You guys know. I probably talked about it a lot. I drive. Apparently I love driving in blizzards, man. There's been 3 times I've driven in like such a bad fucking, well, probably 2 times it's like been so bad I've had to like get the fuck out of there, but one time I stuck through. I was going to get weed in fucking Wendover, bro, and just literally hits me halfway through. I'm like, fuck, I'm halfway there. Am I gonna quit out early and wait this out, or what's going on? And so I fucking went all the way to fucking, oh geez, Wendover. And dude, literally in the middle of the storm, I just got behind a semi-truck because it gave me enough just like I follow its wheel tracks and get traction, bro. That's all I did, dude. And bro, the scariest fucking storm, like slipping, like literally had to put my bitch in sport mode so it can get traction, dude. Like it's crazy, dude. And then I had that one out, I was driving in Kentucky and I drove through a fucking blizzard. Literally couldn't see the cars around me. I know there's a car forward and to my right. I can't see it. The snow's that thick, bro. Had to get off, fucking spend the night in a hotel there, bro. And then, yeah, I guess I had this one in Park City. I've had a couple others that I've driven through. They just haven't been, like, crazy memorable, you know? But, yeah, dudes, I've been fucking streaming a lot of Brawlhalla, some Fortnite, a lot of that bullshit. Please, if you listen to the podcast, go check me out on Twitch. Fucking shameless plug, but yeah, I'm going to my first open mic next Tuesday. So I'm fucking hyped for that, dude. I'm fucking excited. I'm working on this bit. I think it's gonna be fucking hilarious, bro. It's you know how when we were kids, it was like the fastest kid in school is like, you know, gets all the girls, or like some kid that's like athletic gets all the girls, and now it's like, oh, you, now it's like, wait, how much Robux do you have? Wait, do you not have any victory royales? You can't even get bitches now if you aren't good at video games, bro. It's crazy to me, dude. Like, and so I'm working on a bit like that, and then I'm working on a couple others, but, for real, if you guys are in Utah, come check me out at Wise Guys Comedy Club. Mom, I know my mom listens to this bullshit. Mom, I will let you know when you can come to a show. So, I will let you know when you can come to a show. I love you. I love that you make me feel supported. Alright, boys. The gay part of the podcast is over. Dude. But I've been playing a lot of fucking video games, bruh. And, dude, Brawlhalla is so fucking fun. You're gonna hop on, bro. Brawlhalla's too good, dude. But, what else has been going on in my life? I've been, I've been working at T-Mobile. You guys probably know that. Bro, it's pretty fucking good, but, like, I'll be honest, it's kind of boring. Like, it's so complicated. Solving all these issues, like, there's so many problems with everybody's bullshit, you know? Like, everybody has a phone issue. Everybody has this. Like, and then doing it all, and then I realized I fucked it up, and I have to do all this bullshit, and then my tablet doesn't work. It's just like, it's like I have all these issues that compound on top of each other, bro, to make it so normally a customer comes in, we're just swapping data over on their phone. I'm in and out in like 45 minutes to an hour. But if it's on my fucking tablet, if I have to pull up their account, and I do, in Magenta Welcome, then my tablet will fucking glitch out and it won't fucking work, bro. It'll add another 45 minutes on top of that, and I gotta deal with these people, bro. It's terrible. Terrible, dude. So, you know, it's whatever, honestly. Like, I'm moving past it. I'm just trying to get my tablet to fucking work out. And I've been doing it, getting it to work. So, that's good for me, but it's kind of been fucking me, honestly. It's whatever. It's been fucking me at work, literally, dude. I was handling with this customer. She's like, I gotta be out of here at 5:30. And then I asked her, what, do you have like an appointment or something you gotta be at? And she was like, no. And I was like, well, what do you want for, like, what like, no, she just kind of wants to be home. I'm like, hey, like, woman, elderly lady, like, this is going to take an hour and a half. And she comes in at fucking 4:30, wants to be done at 5:30. Doesn't make any sense, dude. Bro, I get it, though. I get it. You're having issues with your phone, and this guy works with phones all day. He probably has a solution. Dude, I don't have a fucking clue, dude. I got no fucking clue what to do, bro. All these people come in for me, they go, yo, dude, like, my fucking shit keeps freezing up on me. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck your problem is, bro. Call Apple, dude. I'm a data guy. I could maybe fix your service. But, like, some of these people come in, they're like, I have this issue, and I literally just call customer care. I just call the fucking hotline, bro. And I'm like, and I want to tell them, like, I guess they still are, like, sitting there with me, I guess. But I want to be like, hey, like, you know, you could just do this at your house. And they'll be like, and no, dude, they fucking want me to, but I can't say that because I have to be nice and I have to do all this bullshit. And bro, people coming to me, dude, this one lady fucking blatantly lies to me. Goes, your guy put the screen protector on wrong and it cracked it. And I was like, woman, are you fucking retarded, dude? You dropped your phone. I wanted to say that to her, bro. But I have to be like, oh, really? Did he do that? Man, I don't know how that would happen. And so so then I have to give her a fucking free screen protector, and I don't know what to do, so I'm texting my fucking manager, and I'm trying to tell her. So first I tell her, hey, like, look, I can't just give you free shit because someone said they'd give it to you. Like, that's what, like, and they want to be like, well, he said it. And I'm like, look, dude, you're just telling me he said that? I don't believe you. I think you're full of fucking shit. And I did think she was full of shit, but guess what? The boss had a solution. We got her a free screen protector, helped her out, dude. Fucking bullshit. Like, that's some bullshit that I have to deal with, dude. These people come in, they just want free shit from me, and I'm like, hey, bruh, I don't know what the fuck you want, bruh. I can't just give you stuff, dude. If I could just give you stuff, this wouldn't be called a store. It'd be the fucking DI where you pay $2 for everything. Jeez, bro. And my fucking buddy at the DI is making more fucking money than me, dude. Oh my god. I've got to see, though. I got an interview tomorrow at 11 for Verizon. And they're gonna fucking have a good, dude. They are going to have a fucking, what am I trying to say here? They're hopefully, I'm hoping their commission split's better, because honestly, even if their hourly's the same, which I'm looking for, and I doubt it, I bet it's going to be 10 an hour. Maybe if I can get close to that, but if I can get up to like 25% of what I'm selling, then that would work for me. Because like right now I'm getting like 8% of a voice line, and 10% of this, and 11% of that. It's like weird, dude. If I commission, it's like nothing now. I'm like living off $15 an hour, which is cool, but it's bullshit, dude. I want more fucking money, dude. So I'm gonna fucking, hopefully, their commission split's better. And dude, this whole phone culture of like, where it's kind of like car dealerships, where it'll be like, Larry H. Miller, you know how like they're like a car dealer, they own the car dealership, but it's like Larry H. Miller does Subaru, so Larry H. Miller Mazda, or whatever the fuck, you know? So, like, that's kind of how the cell phone stores are. It's like Mobile One is the company that owns the store and pays me, and they sell T-Mobile services. And so now this other one is Vectra, which is another Verizon subsidiary marketing company. It's just so fucking weird, dude. Why can't I just work for fucking Verizon, bruh? Fuck this bullshit, bro. Like, if I could just work for Verizon, I could solve all these fucking issues, but now I gotta work for some weird third party, then I gotta work for another third party, then I gotta work for another third party, bro. It's all fucked, dude. It's all dumb, bro. And then I was looking at this bullshit today, bro. I'm on fucking Spaces Fake TikTok, and, Instagram, bro. Oh my god, it's hilarious, bro. It's all, these dudes, like, go through the ISS space station videos, and they fucking, like, tell you when there's a wire. Okay, there's literally a fucking wire, dude. So, dude, it's so sus, bro. The problem is they show you the video and they're like, look at the wires, and you see it and you're like, fuck, dude, maybe space is fake, dude. And then if you look at videos where they have pictures of, like, the space people that work on the ISS in a spacesuit, dude, it's literally, some of them have bubbles in them, and they have an underwater version of the ISS, bro. I might legitimately be on space is fake, bro. That's how fucked Instagram and TikTok are, bro. I did it as a joke. I was doing it as a fucking joke before when I was off social media. I gotta get off again. I gotta just set it so I can't fucking scroll, because I've been posting on all this bullshit, so I want to post. I want my stuff to get up there. I want to get out there. I want to build a following, but, like, some of this bullshit, So I'm just fucking, like, but, like, it's, like, they literally show bubbles, and I'm like, dude, fuck, bro. But, like, the problem with that is, like, dude, if you're NASA and you've convinced, like, let's say you've convinced, you basically convinced the entire populace that space is real, okay? And you just release photos with fucking bubbles in them, it makes zero sense, dude. 0 cents, bro. Like, it's fucking, so I just don't know, bro. Space could be real, could not be real. I don't fucking know. We could be living in a fucking computer right now. And hopefully, if we're living in a computer, it's kind of a shitty fucking computer life, bro. Like, if this is the simulation, why can't they just make it fucking better for us, bro? Make us a better simulation, bro. Like, why the fuck do I gotta do this bullshit and deal with this, bro? Like, what's the point if it's a simulation? I mean, and the only argument against it's not a simulation is that you think it's reality. And it's like, but is it reality? Like, it's such a fucking bullshit argument, bro. It's so dumb. Like, fuck, I don't know what shit is, dude. Bro, you know what's crazy? Like, dude, like the Earth, what we think's inside the Earth? It's all fucking guesswork, bro. We don't fucking know. We've never been there. We haven't fucking seen it. We just think that's what happens, dude. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, is science even real, dude? I love arguing with women about this. Women are funny because they take everything so seriously. Like, my homie friends know me, dude. So they'll be like, oh yeah, fucking space is fake. Oh yeah, space is fake. Yeah, bro, the world is actually hollow and we live in the fucking... But, bro, I'd be like, yeah, dude, they'll fucking play along, or they'll be like, yeah, obviously space not fake, you fucking dumbass. But women will be like, oh my god, you believe space is fake? What, space is it? Space, they proved it with science. And then you hit them with this. This'll fucking get them, dude. This is the argument you use to anybody that quotes science. You go, well, they proved it through science. And you're like, well, yeah, but isn't the first tenet of science to question everything? And they're like, well, they proved it. I'm like, show me the fucking study and show me that it's recreatable. It's got to be recreatable for them to be able to prove it's science, for them to be able to prove that it fucking works, dude. And so, like, you can hit people with that. Look, if you want to win arguments, you really got to get versed on certain talking points that people are unable to overcome. That one can be overcome, but they aren't going to pull up the studies. They're going to show you bullshit studies that don't show the same thing, and you can really then you get into details, and details is where you really win the argument, because once people start pulling up scientific studies on their phone, you're winning. You've won already, they just don't know it yet. Even if at the end of the day they prove you wrong, you won. You won that interaction. That's kind of how I view it. So if you want to win shit like that, use my number one talking point is the scientific study one. And then number two, you gotta be fucking good at believing in your bullshit, dude. I'm good at believing my bullshit. I'll say some shit and I'm like, yeah, that's fucking true. Like, if somebody comes at me, I'll be like, I'll fucking Google it right now. You have to be so convinced, and you have to be good at that acting part. Some people are bad at acting if they're uncertain. If I'm uncertain, I know I'll double down on a bullshit point. Dude, I'll double down on whatever. I'll double down on fucking, I don't care. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll double down on it and win, dude. It's all about winning. It's winner's mentality, bro. Play to win, pussies. So, Yeah, we got that. We got those two. I'm trying to think of one more way. What are my taxes? Oh, you got to rage bait, bro. You got to rage bait. Once you get them emotional, you win. Once you get them emotional, you win. So, dude, you got to... Well, okay, this is really a guide of how to fucking have fun, dude. This is why guys have fun. There's a Patrice O'Neal bit that he goes, guys should be in charge of fun. And it's like, you know why guys should be in charge of fun? Because guys live in the hypothetical. And he goes, an example, he's like, would you fuck a girl with no nose? And your buddy would be like it's like just the tips off, or like there's a hole in your face, or and he goes, yeah, there's a hole in your face. And it's like, well, do I have to look at it? Now you gotta kiss the hole on the face. Are you gonna fuck her? And then always the next follow-up question after you determine rules, guys will always go. Well, how bad is her body banging? And if her body's banging, it's honestly 99% of the time it's a fucking yeah, you're gonna fuck the girl with no nose, bro. But women, it's like, what do you fuck a guy with no nose? What? He's got no nose? You die without a nose. He's got a hole in your face. You die. And it's like that's why it's like you're hanging out with the boys, and it's like we're gonna live in the hypothetical. We're gonna have some fucking fun. We're gonna talk about bullshit. We're gonna say faggot. We're gonna say fucking gay. We're gonna not say the N-word, but we're gonna say other shit. Faggotry. I love the word faggotry, bro. Dude, faggotry is like, holy fuck. Whoever came up with faggotry is probably my favorite human being in the universe, dude. Bro, faggotry is fucking hilarious, bro. I can't believe some people are fucking not saying faggotry, bro. Like, I'll play video games, so I'll be like, dude, what are you doing, some faggotry, bro? What's going on, bro? You're doing faggot magic? You're doing faggot, like, bro, faggot's gotta come back, bro. We gotta be able to call people gay, dude. Look, if you're gay, I'm not gonna call you a faggot, dude. If you're doing something weird, I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, like, quit being weird. But if you're a straight guy, and you're my buddy, and we're hanging out, I'm gonna call you a fucking faggot retard, dude. What the fuck we doing, bro? This shit's about to get crazy. Nobody's gonna see this video, bro. They're gonna look at this video and go, oh, nobody listens to the podcast anyway, dude. It's kind of fucked, bro. I'm kind of mad. Like, I get it. I'm building a following. I'm only on 12 fucking episodes, so I need to keep building it up. But I guess, what am I even fucking saying? Why am I heated, bro? I keep doing it every week. Like, even if nobody fucking watches, I enjoy getting my fucking shit out on a 30 to an hour and a half fucking show every week. Like, and enjoy that. So, it's fucking sick, dude. What is I trying to say? Yeah, I'm pissed about, yeah. Fuck. Oh, yeah, let's talk a little bit about the fucking presidency. I know we usually do this every fucking week, but we're gonna talk a little bit about the presidency, and then I'll fucking talk about some of this, and then, I'm gonna find a news story and look into it. So, basically, what am I trying to say? So, yeah, no, I want to talk about this before, dude. Amy Lou Wu, this new fucking, like, she's, like, starring in the next season of White Lotus, or whatever the fuck, with that one guy that played the Confederate soldier in Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight. So, basically, she's complaining that SNL, she's like, oh my god, she's pissed that they're making fun of her teeth. Bro, who gives up? Like, I get it, it's like a news story, it's like bullshit that they're probably doing, but like, bro, if she really was like complaining about that, I want to be like, woman, are you fucking dumb as shit or something? You're a celebrity, dude. You're gonna get made fun of, bro. They're gonna come after your teeth. They're gonna come after this. They're gonna come after that. Who gives a fuck? You're rich, bro. Like, I guess it's like an attempt to get people more rich. I don't know what this is, but like, bro, if I was loaded, dude, loaded, like maybe even, let's just say loaded to me, like, you guys think loaded to me is I have $1 million. Like, loaded to me is I make $1 million a year, bro. If I made $1 million a year, I would be like, okay, whatever the fuck, like, I don't give a fuck about anything. I'm just gonna live my life, you know. I would just do my job every day. I'd do it very well every day, And if I made $1 million, I would literally, I'd eat poop, bro. I'd be gay for $1 million a year, bro. Who gives a fuck? $1 million a year is such good money. That's $80,000 a month. With $80,000 a month, you can afford a $40,000 home payment and still live like a fucking baller. So, yeah, that's what I would do. $1 million a month, I'd fucking get fucked in the ass. $1 million a year, I'd get fucked in the ass every fucking day for Mandingo, dude. I'd take it, bro. I'd be, oh yeah, daddy, fucking give it to me, bro. Okay, dang. I said we were done with the faggotry, and now I'm bringing the faggotry back. Alright, but look, like, she's like, oh my god, my fucking teeth. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Get the fuck over yourself, bro. You know you have teeth. That's your thing that you're probably insecure about, bro. You're hot, though. Who gives a fuck? I think it's cute that you have teeth like that. I think you're a very, very talented actress. Like, fuck you want from me, woman? Bro. And then I was watching a video of a Muslim guy, dude. Yeah, I gotta talk about this, bro. Because I think the West needs to realize this, bro. Western Muslims are not Eastern Muslims. Eastern Muslims immigrating beat the fuck out of their wives, dude. This dude's beating the shit out of her. He's elbowing her in the face. He's fucking smacking her. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? They don't give a fuck about abuse out there, dude. Fucking cut your hands off still if you rob somebody. That's fucked, dude. Cut your fucking hands off, dude. It's fucking barbaric, bro. And we're living in 2024, 2025, and white people still don't realize that Eastern Muslims are real fucking men. No, I don't mean that like real men is a good thing, but they're men like men used to be, bro. Back when we were called Anglo-Saxons, when we were fucking English and women weren't allowed to fucking talk and they couldn't own property and they were, and you could beat the fuck out of your wife and nobody gave a shit about you, dude. And nobody gave a fuck. They're like, oh, what was she doing? She was mouthing off. I fucking hit her, dude. That's fucked, bro. That's so messed up, bro. And that's how these Muslims are, dude. And we want to move them in. We want to put them next to us and go, yeah, beat the fuck out of your wife. What, you hate gay? You want to kill gay people too? Who gives a fuck, dude? It's crazy to me, dude. Look, there's fucking tolerance and there's, whoa, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? Like, there's a level where you have to fucking assimilate, dude. You have to go, I live in somebody else's country. I must do as they do. Like, okay, I'm not trying to say erase your culture. No, eat your food. Dress how you want to fucking dress. But culturally, you need to act like an American. What do Americans act like? Well, they get after neighbors when they have shitty lawns. That's number one on being an American. If your neighbor's got a shit lawn and your lawn looks good, go talk to him. But you have to do it passive aggressive. This is how my neighbor does it, dude. This is how my neighbor does it. He goes, well, see your edge, I go, well, first I'll be outside doing yard work on the front yard, okay? My front yard was shitty. It was all weeds. I had to weed it, overseed, and I finally got it looking good, okay? And this guy would fucking come to me every fucking day. I swear to God I'd be out there. And he'd be like, look at those edges, man. He'd showed his edges, and I'd be like, all right, man, those look good. I mean, your lawn's looking nice, man. I'm really liking it. And then he'd be like, well, I got that edger if you want to borrow it. Like, dude, I get it. And then every conversation, he'd be like, you want me to mow your, like, you need a mower? You need to borrow something? He's always asking me, but he'd do it in such a passive-aggressive way. He'd be like, well, you want to borrow my mower? Just out of the blue. And I'd be like, dude, I have a fucking mower. Well, and then I wish he would just told me, hey, bro, fucking mow your lawn. In Muslims, they'd smack me. They'd cut my fucking pinky off and go, your lawn was not good. Not good lawn. That's Indian. What's Muslim like? They're like, brother, lawn not good. Brother, lawn bad, long. Brother. They always say brother, bro. If you've ever met a Muslim guy in America, dude, I don't know what it is, bro, but they love the word fucking brother, bro. They love brother. So, brother's crazy to me. I mean, no, brother's good. But, like, dude, like, I'm just saying, like, this bullshit of, like, look, I think there are Muslim people that are good Muslim people and don't hit their wives and they live through the tenets of the religion and they have great fulfilling lives. I'm saying it's probably a small part of the religion. I'm not going to say minority because I'm betting it's more than a minority that is okay with that behavior. And that's fucking crazy, dude. And that's the problem with that is that percentage is not going to mesh well with everyone else. And when they don't mesh, it gets fucked. Cause like, look, dude, when you have this small, when you move in 300,000 people, and you have 10,000 of those people that fucking beat the shit out of their wives, or do something wrong that we don't do, that just live in a different culture, then you have issues, dude, and we have to solve these problems. Jesus Christ, it's a faggot on a Vespa. Holy fuck, dude. A Vespa? The fuck you doing in America, bro? A Vespa? Buy a fucking motorcycle, dude. You don't live in fucking Europe, dude. They work in Europe. You know why it works in Europe? You know why I think it works, bro? This is a crazy opinion, disclaimer. This is when I actually become the extra chromosome and give you a theory. Why I think shit, like weird, like kind of gay shit, basically, kind of catches on in Europe, is because they're all kind of a little gay. They're all like okay with like their chick being a whore, and they're kind of like okay with like kind of weird sexual. They're kind of open sexually, and I feel like, and this is just my opinion as a dumbass, that the more like weird you get sexually, you just kind of are getting closer to gay. Like the more kink bullshit you do, you're just getting closer to gay. Like BDSM, bro. Like you tie her up and then you hit her with something. You don't even fuck her, dude. You just want her to be in pain. That's fucked, dude. And then like, yeah, it's kind of gay not to just fuck her. She's naked. Fuck her, dude. What are you doing? And then, like, all this other, like, it's just, to me, I'm like, dude, what are we doing here, bruh? What are we doing here? Like, just crazy to me. I think, like, how, people thought about relationships. I read The Godfather, and how they thought about relationships back then were a little different. Like, I guess, like, back then it was okay to hit your wife, which is fucking so bad, and women were treated like fucking absolute dog shit, and I think we become to the point where women are equals. They stand toe to toe with men, dude. They stand like just as tall as men do on the playing field. And I think in certain situations they have a better deal. But I still think in parts of the world, like I mentioned, Muslim countries, oh, I don't know what that was there. Just a little Allahu Akbar cough, apparently. But I think they've come in the Western world, at least in America, they've become equal. And I think a woman getting hired for a job and a man getting hired for a job is the same thing. I think there's going to be an inherent bias on the hiring manager's part of the type of people they want to hire. If you're a female manager and you meet another woman, you're probably going to want to hire that woman over a guy with the same qualifications. And I think that's okay. I think if you are working in a place where you manage it or whatever, and you manage and you don't want somebody to work with somebody, you shouldn't hire them. It makes sense to me. So, it's just bullshit like that. But I think part of so I think like sexually, like when you get all this open relationship and all this bullshit, it just gets gay, dude. You just become gay. You don't become like better, you don't become like any, you just get gay, which I